As the flamethrowers roar to life, incinerating the vines, Will collapses in agony, convulsing and screaming uncontrollably. The group rushes him to the lab for treatment. Will screams that his entire body hurts, like he's burning alive. But the researchers find no physical signs of injury. They have no choice but to inject him with a sedative, putting him into a deep sleep. When Will wakes up, he's practically a different person. He doesn't recognize anyone except his mom and Mike, and he can't remember saving the chief either. He also lashes out, saying the soldiers never should have burned the tunnels. It's enraged, the monster. With Will still conscious, Dr. Owens decides to run a test. He has a researcher bring a vine segment, then ignites it with a flamethrower. Instantly, Will screams in searing pain. The moment the flame is shut off, his agony eases. Dr. Owens' hunch is confirmed. Will is infected with a virus that causes neurological dysfunction. It spreads relentlessly through the host's body until it fully takes them over. Worse yet, the virus is intelligent, capable of connecting all its hosts. Joyce breaks down in tears, fearing for her son. Dr. Owens reassures her the virus can be destroyed. The team will find a cure for Will soon. But the truth is far grimmer than Dr. Owens admits. Last night, Will's hippocampus showed no abnormalities. But an X-ray taken an hour ago reveals his brain is being overrun by foreign memories. Researchers warn that at this rate, Will won't survive the night. Stopping the upside-down spread has become the top priority. Some argue they should abandon Will's treatment and burn the tunnels immediately, since he's already dying. But Dr. Owens refuses. Will's body is linked to the upside down. Burning the upside down would kill Will too. He's been treating Will for a year, and he cares too much to give up on him. With chaos mounting, Dr. Owens decides to come clean. He has the chief, who spent hours in the tunnels, decontaminated. Then he hands him a hazmat suit and leads him to the lab's basement. They board an elevator that descends into a deep cave. It's a massive nest formed by the upside-down spreading vines, glowing eerily red. All creatures build defenses against attacks, and the upside down is no different. Its vines have infiltrated the entire town's underground. On his hospital bed, Will's eyes suddenly darken. He tells Mike he knows how to stop the monster. Researchers rush to his house, take photos of all the drawings he's been making, and spread the prints out on a table. After staring at them for a moment, Will points to a cave. The monster has been hiding this place from him, so it must be its weakness. Dr. Owens immediately dispatches soldiers in hazmat suits, armed with flamethrowers, to the location Will identified. Meanwhile, the chief contacts 11 over the walkie-talkie. He explains why he didn't return to fix the TV last night. Having survived near death, he finally understands why he gets so angry when 11 disobeys him. He sees her as his own daughter, and he's terrified of losing her. He apologizes sincerely, thinking she's just listening in silence as usual. Little does he know, she's already run far off. Yesterday morning, 11 set about cleaning the house. Messy as it was, all thanks to her power outbursts. As she swept, she stumbled upon a hidden cellar, stacked with countless boxes. One of them, marked with the logo of Hawkins' lab, instantly caught her eye. Driven by curiosity, 11 pried the box open and found a stack of legal documents, Terry Ives' lawsuit against the lab. The papers detailed a heart-wrenching story. Terry's baby daughter had been stolen by Dr. Brenner. Tucked between the pages was a photo of Dr. Brenner and Terry. Staring at the woman in the photo, 11 felt an odd sense of familiarity. She blindfolded herself then, focusing her mind to reach out to Terry through sheer willpower. To her shock, Terry could actually sense her presence. Actually, 11 was Jane, Terry's long-lost daughter. Learning her mother was still alive, 11 realized the chief had been lying to her, and her resentment toward him only grew stronger. Without a second thought, she left the cabin, flagged down a passing truck, and told the driver she needed to find her mom. The kind-hearted driver dropped her off at Terry's house, but Terry's sister mistook 11 for a salesperson and slammed the door in her face. 11 used her powers to unlock the bolted door.
I want to see Mama.
Terry's sister frowned as she realized Terry hadn't been lying. She really had given birth to a child with superpowers. 11 finally laid eyes on the mama she'd dreamed of meeting. But Terry was too mentally unwell to communicate, trapped in her own world. Her aunt led Eleven to a bedroom, one Terry had decorated back when she was still herself, just for her daughter. Her aunt made it clear she wanted to give Eleven a home. The thought of living with family made Eleven's heart swell with joy. Just then, the lights in the hallway began to flicker. The TV flipped channels on its own, and Terry's nose started to bleed. Eleven knew immediately her mom was trying to talk to her. She closed her eyes, using her telepathy to connect with Terry in the mental realm. Terry grabbed her daughter's hand, pulling her into a flood of memories. Through Terry's eyes, Eleven saw the full truth of her birth. Terry had been taken to the lab while she was in labor. Dazed as she was, she'd watched helplessly as her baby was whisked away. Dr. Brenner, though, lied to everyone, claiming Terry had miscarried, that no baby had ever been born. Desperate to get her daughter back, she took a gun and snuck into the lab. In a room painted with rainbows, she found Jane playing with another young black girl. But just as she reached for her baby, security guards swarmed in and dragged her away. Dr. Brenner had her tied to a bed then, subjecting her to brutal electroshock therapy that shattered her sanity for good. In the town of Hawkins, Lucas gets a heads up from his little sister. Dustin had tried to reach him the day before and even sent out a red alert. He grabs his walkie-talkie and calls Dustin back right away. Dustin fills him in. D'Artagnan has grown bigger and escaped. He and Steve have already bought meat and gasoline, planning to lure D'Artagnan to the old parking lot and trap it. Lucas decides to find an extra helper, so he rides his bike to Max's house. Her stepbrother Billy is working out, too busy to answer the door. That gives Max the chance to talk to Lucas. He tells Max every secret about the lab and the monsters, but she thinks it's all too ridiculous to believe. To avoid catching Billy's attention, Max climbs out the window to go with Lucas and see the proof for herself. Seeing Lucas and Max show up together, Dustin feels a twinge of disappointment. He never expects his best friend to win the goddess' favor before him. But now isn't the time to fuss over that. Setting the trap comes first. They spread a pile of raw meat on the ground, pour gasoline from the meat to the bus door, and prop a ladder against the bus skylight. They even board up the windows with metal sheets to hide from D'Artagnan. As soon as the sun sets, they huddle inside the bus and wait for their target. To get Max's attention, Dustin acts like he couldn't care less about her, even snaps at her harshly. Max ignores his pettiness, climbs up the ladder to the skylight, and keeps watch with Lucas. Gazing up at the starry sky, Max softens up. She opens up to Lucas about her past. She was born in California. Then her parents got divorced, and her mom married her stepdad, moving the family to Hawkins. Her stepdad has a terrible temper, and Billy, her stepbrother, hates both her and her mom. But Billy dares not snap at her mom, so he takes his anger out on Max instead. Growing up in such a violent, oppressive home has made Max more and more withdrawn. She feels like she's turning into a jerk like Billy, but she doesn't want to be that way. Lucas shuts down her self-deprecation and praises her as a cool girl. His words make Max light up, and the affection between them grows stronger.